coming back to you again today. Uh, the other day, my mom and I were talking on the phone, and I was expressing to her how, uh, you know, in prison, right? Talking a little bit about some prison stuff, how uh, recidivism rates, right? People don't understand, and she said this is really important, and that's why I'm revisiting this. We kind of talked about it early on in our journey together, but as she said, it's really important to revisit this so that people understand, because maybe there's some new people watching and haven't really seen that other video. But, a big thing today, especially in California, and I would venture a guess around the United States, is people committing crimes at a pretty high level, and when you talk about people getting out of prison, right, and they just the revolving door, that's what they call the talk about here in California. People who get out of prison indiscriminately, that just means when they have, like, let's just say a 5-year sentence, and they get out after that 5-year period or whatever it may be, if they only got to do a certain percentage of that, they get out of prison. Well, during that time when they're in prison, they don't have to do anything. They can sit here in this day room and watch TV, play cards, do whatever they want to do, go out to the yard and play basketball and exercise and just hang out and have fun, right? They can do that and get out without any hesitation. For a, that person is the one who, that is the person that gets out of prison and comes back at 65% of the time. And so, what we want to begin to identify is the difference, because not everyone comes back at 65%. People who do over 20 years in prison and have to go to the parole board and go through that process, they only recidivate or come back to prison less than 2% of the time. Now, that is not within any margin of error. That's such a big difference, folks. And I want you to understand that there are literally thousands of men and women in California prisons who are doing this work, that are getting healthy, that are healing themselves from the traumas that they've experienced, going through the parole board process. And let me explain this to you. People go to the parole board, and I forget exactly how many people it was last year that went. I think it was a little over 3,000, if I'm not mistaken. 18% of the people that went to the parole board were found suitable. That means 18 out of every 100 people that goes to the parole board is found suitable. That means 82 people of those 100 are sent back to the prison, to their cell, to do more work because something is missing. There's still something going on with them that they haven't identified, they haven't been able to heal from and rectify. And so the parole board says, no, come back in a year and a half or 3 years or 5 years or 15 years. So people are not flooding out of prisons. The people who are flooding out of the prison are the ones who are coming back. Those are the people that don't do any work on themselves. So I want you guys to understand that, what, yes, because a person may have committed murder, maybe a person has done some really horrendous, unjustifiable things, they are the ones who are spending the time healing themselves, taking advantage of all the rehabilitative programs that are here in the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation, and are ready to come back and be productive members of society. I don't want you to be scared of people such as myself, who has done, as I said, inexcusable, unjustifiable crime, and ripped just holes in the fabric of society that can never be mended, honestly. But at a certain point in time, if we say we're about second chances, if we say we're about reconciliation, if we say we're about restitution, who are the ones that we're able to trust in this process? And I just want to assure you all out there that there are those of us in prison that we are doing the work. We are healing. We are making sure, if we're even, like, for myself, I'm not going home. And so what I'm doing to the best of my ability is helping the guys who are going home to heal themselves so that when they get out, they're no longer committing crimes. I'm doing my very best, and me and my colleagues are also doing that. And that's what I want you to rest assured and know. And maybe one day, God willing, I'll have an opportunity to get out there and be with you guys as well. And if not, well, then I'll be here doing the work. And so I just wanted to reiterate that. understand that reconciliation, restitution, rehabilitation, it's absolutely possible. And we're in here doing it. And we thank you and we appreciate you and we really love you. Love conquers hate. Everybody have a great day. Thank you.